Hello, this is Sweet Jesus here, and I just want to thank the Lord for this awesome dream that He gave me. Actually, a very short one and a little bit longer one. And this was this morning, 3/14/2021, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first dream, I was at my house and I was like in pajamas and I hadn't, I guess, taken a shower and my hair hadn't been combed yet. And there was like an unexpected knock at the door. And I opened the door and it was a man and he came inside. And, but I like, it was, his name was John. I had met this man a long time ago. And, so his name was John and we were talking and then he leaned in and gently kissed my lips. And then I backed up and God zoomed in on, he was completely bald. So then he didn't look like the man, the John that I knew. I think God was just trying to get across the name John. So he focused on the completely bald head and the piercing blue, godlike eyes. That were just this amazing blue, which I've seen in dreams of mine before, where a man is staring at me, like a godly man is staring into my eyes with these amazing, like crystal blue eyes. So, and that's what God focused on. And then I had a voice in my ear tell me my name again, which I've heard a handful of times in other God dreams that are focused, that's for me, and personal dreams. So he said my name, which is not my earthly name that my parents gave me, but my godly name. And so that was it. Saying my name, and there are, I believe, 13 verses about baldness, bald men in the Bible. So I just wanted to share that with you. Excuse me, because it was beautiful. So then I was not expecting the arrival, the knock at the door, this person coming in. So then it went into this next dream, and in this dream I was out in the yard with so it was this one teenage boy that I know of and some other kids. And I look at the sky and I see that it's getting really dark and stormy. So I say to this boy, "Do you have a basement where we can all go in and be safe?" And he said, "Yes." And his name means darkness too, when I looked it up. And not a Bible name, but just meant darkness. So I got everybody inside, and before I closed the front door, I turned around and looked out the front door, and there was a huge, and this was another God thing because he makes it so much bigger than it is like in real life, but this like grand parade of transportation right in front of the house. And it's like cars, planes, buses, boats, all of this in this parade, and just huge. And I'm like, "Kids, come out here, let's all watch this parade." And we went out there, and there's all these other kids, and we're on the very edge, and we're sitting there and watching it. And then all of a sudden I look down, and right at my feet is this huge like fish tank, but it wasn't a fish, it was of turtles. And so turtles are all around me, and I am focused on them. I'm focused on taking care of them, making sure this tank, they have this safe environment for them. And my feet were immersed up to my ankles in this tank with the turtles, tons of them around me. And then I got this bite like on my big toe, my left big toe, and I looked down, there's this rat like trying to bite at my big toe and trying to get at me, and I was like, I got it away from me. And that was the end of that dream. And I think this is kind of what I think about a couple things I would like to mention right now. It's like, the transportation leaving, like the kids, the leaving, the rapture, when the storm comes in, but I am like, my feet are planted, like they're in this spiritual battle. They're fighting for Christ. They're fighting for on God's side. I am one of those people. I know I've been shown so many things of me fighting spiritually and getting like this amazing Holy Spirit through me, that just gives me so much power. So I feel like my feet were planted in this, but I had so much protection around me, like the turtle shell, even though I'm being like persecuted. I'm being like, the rat. And it also reminds me of, I had 2 years ago, around 2 years ago, and I did a video on this, of a very clear vision, of awake vision of the Pope, our current Pope, and a rat side by side. And then when I was taken in a dream, I was taken like the spirit, or how, supernaturally taken to the front of the Vatican, and God like pointed his finger and said, that is pure evil in there. So it kind of reminded me of that with the rat, because I haven't had another dream with a rat since then. And then with the turtle and the turtle shell, to me, I've always thought of protection. And my son had with 2, maybe 3 months ago at the most, he had a really awesome God dream that I went to share, and anyway, it didn't happen. So he was on this huge ship, but it was kind of like this flat, like I can't think of the name of it right now, but he said that it was bobbing up and down and it was going to sink. And there were all these people on it, and they were trying to get him to stay. And I knew as soon as he started telling me, I had like the knowing of that was America, and how we're sinking. But it was going up and down, and people were trying to get him to stay, but he knew he could not stay, and he did not want to stay. But he saw like the island, and it was this wooded island, and he wanted to get to it, but he thought it was too far. But then God showed him this amazing turtle shell, and it just popped up. Like, it wasn't on the island, it just popped up, and he's like, I saw it, and then I jumped off the ship, and it wasn't very deep. He said the water wasn't very deep. It was closer to the island than he thought. And so he went up on the island. He saw this narrow path and the woods, and he saw the turtle shell again, and then he saw snow, and then he walked up to the top of the mountain, or he appeared on top of the mountain, and he was on a swing. And then he said it was like, and then I was at home, and he like knew this was a special dream. But that's what it reminded me of, like God was telling my son, I am protecting you, and like going into the wilderness. But anyway, so that's what reminded me of that. And so I hope you guys are doing so well, and just the blood of Christ over all of us. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.